Hello, all my wonderful people of the world. I am not really ready to publish my channel, but there's stuff going on in politics that is hurting people, innocent people like you and me and everybody. And I can't wait to get out here and say my solution to the problem that is plaguing our nation. As you can see, I'm very tired and I apologize, but I I've had some death in my family that I've been struggling with. I've been struggling with domestic violence, not with myself being violent towards somebody, but it's another topic. And as well as planning a abrupt trip somewhere for a family issue with somebody dying of cancer. But enough about that. I want to tell you about my solution and the problem. The problem, of course, is gender in politics. They don't go together. You know, I was watching Trump just the other night on my phone, talking about all this problem with these trans athletes, and they're making everything difficult for our poor girls, and they can't compete, these poor girls, with these people who are biologically men at birth. It's not worth it. Okay, whether you like Trump, hate him, or you like Biden, or you hate him, it doesn't matter. Gender is not about politics. Now, but wait a minute. If there's a problem, we're supposed to be political about it and debate it, discuss it. So it's political, right? Well, not the way they're doing it. See, the big thing that they do is they're arguing science. And I'm not here to argue science. I'm here to propose a solution. Now, why should trans athletes be competing with, what's the right word? Biological women or girls? Because they don't need to be. Because they can compete against each other. Okay? Now, Trump, I was watching him the other night, and he was discussing weightlifting more than anything. That our poor girls, our poor women, they can't compete because these guys that go trans, they're just. And that was exactly what he was doing, that motion. And I'm gonna pause it. And I'm not here to argue whether scientifically that's true or that's false, because all the trans people can compete against each other. Now, but how many people are trans in high schools or below? Not enough to put together on weight competition teams so that in that one school they compete. Or maybe even in an entire city. Like, take the city of, I don't know, Houston or something. They might not have enough kids in all the schools. But if there is one thing that we have learned from COVID, is that we have the internet, okay? And these girls, these trans girls and women can be doing online competing against each other in all events. Like, think about track. They can be filmed running the laps or running the race, running the competition. Um, the score can be checked off and everything, and it can be competed against another trans person all the way across America or even the world. I apologize for the pausing. I hope you can't see that too well, but I'm really struggling because I'm so tired and I can't really edit yet. I haven't learned how. And like I said, my channel isn't really ready, but I feel like I need to get this out. And why do they want to compete with the girls anyway? A lot of people might say, well, they want to win. That might be true, but on the innocent side, they want to be a part of the group. They want to be one of the girls because they're making the transition. They believe that they're a girl, and I'm not here to say they're not because I don't want to do that to people. Live and let live. They want to go to the same meets. They want to go to the same track meets. They want to run with the other girls. They want to go to the same lifting meets, be a part of the whole events. And I think they can do that, but they don't have to compete, right? Say they go and they do their track run and they film it, they do the time thing. They can do that at the track meet with all the other girls, and all the other girls can love and support them because they're not part of this political hysteria going, we hate that person. We hate them because they're competing amongst us girls. And that's a problem in politics. Because that's what political leaders are causing with gender right now. They're causing hate. And all the progress that trans people have made is being jeopardized because people are fighting going one way or the other. I'm going to pause it. Hold on. And I'm here to tell you that is not my America. That is not the American way. It just isn't. It's the American way for politicians to use whatever they can in society to play chess and fight little battles amongst each other to get to me and you. But me and you do not have to have this issue. Nobody has to have this issue. And I'm disgusted that they are creating this issue without proposing a solution. I'm just this one guy. And here, I have a solution. Where are their solutions? They're not giving them. And that makes me angry. But I take a breath, and I forgive them. And I forgive all the people that are one way or the other on the argument. And that's what we all need to do. Let me pause it. I just need to think. I have a really bad brain injury, and like I said, I'm just not doing well, and I really need your forgiveness and your patience. The other point I wanted to talk about is a lot of feminists are really upset because they spent so many years working so very hard to say that women were completely equal to men in every way, and they could do anything a man could do, or even do it better. And now, because of these politics, people are having to say, you know what, there are actually differences, and I don't know, maybe men have an advantage, and I'm not here to argue that. I'm not here to say that they do or they don't, but I know one thing for sure. Women can do it better, and if there is a disadvantage, they can really overcome it because I've seen it. My sister, golly, this girl lifts more than most men. Seriously, than most women. I mean, I wouldn't pick a fight with her at the Sunday supper table, I'll tell you what. But she's not most women. So clearly, people are capable. I mean, remember a while back that little old lady was a bodybuilder, right? And she beat that guy who broke in her house with the table? I mean, come on, right? That's pretty equal to me. But we have to give understanding that our girls and our everybody needs their own space to grow. And pitting anybody against each other, where our arguments, our political hatred can cause hate in them, is not okay. That is not my America. And we have to do this stuff that I'm proposing. Well, that didn't come out well, did it? That one at the end. I love you guys, regardless of what your skin color is, your gender identity, everything. I love you guys. And when I see all this stuff going on, it hurts my heart. And that's why I needed to get up and say something. But I think that's pretty much what I had. I also had a note. I wanted to bring up boxer classes. You know, like if you're going to watch a boxing fight, there's heavyweight championships. Excuse me. Lightweight championships. And so on. And that's what I believe separating the gender stuff competition-wise is all about. But I must stress, do not separate the people. These kids can compete digitally in the presence of their peers where everybody is happy, loving, and supporting. It's just the truth. There was just one other thing. While weightlifting and track events can be done digitally amongst other trans people, you can't do volleyball or basketball or whatever, softball. You can't do that. And what I believe is, I believe that the answer is in practice. All the kids, they always go to softball practice, volleyball practice, and they play and they have a good time. And I think that is where our trans people belong. Because as long as we're going to argue about scientific advantages which we always will, because everybody's gotta be a sore loser sometime, right? One school, they lose. Oh, you know what? It's because they have that doggone Jenny, who's really a boy, yada, 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 yada. When, honestly, that could be completely not it. Jenny could be off her game that night, dragging her heels, but they need a scapegoat. They need a reason. And I think transgender people don't deserve that, and that it would be best if they didn't compete. However, should they not go to the game? I don't think so at all. I think they should go, because there's other things that they could be doing to be part of the team, like part of the team, like Gatorade. They could have like a Gatorade stand, and they can like hype up their peers and stuff. And that sounds like a lesser position, but it's not, because they're part of something. They're part of the team, and I don't care who you are. Somebody with a position like that can be the difference between a winning and a losing team. Look at cheerleading. Cheerleading goes to competitions on a national scale. I've been to Nashville and seen all these girls coming through to compete. And I think that if they do that position, hyping up the team, supporting their peers, and being something that their peers value as part of the team, makes sense. I'll pause it real quick. I just need to catch up. Man, this video is getting too long, and I don't wanna make this an hour-long video. So I'm gonna end it here. And I do plan on expanding the channel. I personally, I wanted to wait until I had maybe 5 or 10 good videos to publish the channel, but I couldn't wait. And I really hope that you will subscribe, turn on the notifications, so that when I deal with the death stuff in my family, and my traveling to dealing with the cancer business with this other member and everything, and I finally get around to being able to make some videos here and build my community. Well, my community. That's join your community. Be a part of our community. You'll be there to load up the video. And I do have a couple more like that I can load. I have one, me trying, I know I have the Hispanic snacks with my Indian friend. Like, we went and we got some snacks that we didn't know what they were and tried them because we were bored, and culture is a valuable thing. But I think I might also have the one where she got a bunch of Indian stuff that I didn't know. My hand got stuck to a paper. And tried. Which is a good video. It's a little dated, but anyway. I'm gonna leave you with that. And I gotta say, I love you. I care about you. And be nice to each other. And put love, understanding, and forgiveness above all else.